I'm more than happy to meet these private equity fund managers who are internationally renowned for picking great projects to invest in. Victoria is a great place to do business. Melbourne is a great place to do business. Waterman, yes, I'm a transport consultant to the government. It's my job to act as a liaison between STM Asia Pacific and the government of Victoria and the Transport Minister in particular to advise on the timeline and make sure that everything to do with the contract that's been awarded to this firm, that the timeline's being met. So it's my pleasure to welcome you today as a visitor and investor from interstate and overseas. We'll be taking a short tour of the site. So if you'll come with me, we'll start right now. So Waterman, Waterman here. Welcome back to Blackburn Station worksite for the Blackburn level crossing removal project. Unfortunately, yesterday, after escalating my concerns to the level crossing removal authority, as a concerned, extremely concerned resident of this Blackburn community, and promised a return phone call or acknowledgement by phone by the close of business yesterday, that did not occur. So I'll have to be following that up again today. I do have a few other emerging issues to deal with. This morning had a very productive and satisfying meeting with a private equity fund executive whose identity for business commercial confidentiality prevents me from revealing the name of this woman or her position or who she works for. But it's fair to say that STM Asia Pacific Construction, our marketing efforts and our requests for expressions of interest and tenders out to the private investment and equity markets are paying dividends. And so that it's, I'm very pleased to say that these tours that I'm hosting for, if you're an investor from interstate or overseas, and you're interested in having a first-hand look at the state government's preparation for how your investment money is being spent, that you can not only review these video tours. These tours that I'm hosting personally as a public transport infrastructure consultant across this Blackburn website. I'm more than happy to meet these private equity fund managers who are internationally renowned for picking great projects to invest in. Victoria is a great place to do business. Melbourne is a great place to do business, and it's my job as a public transport infrastructure consultant and as a business professional, communications professional, it's my job to make sure that these people are getting the message, and the message is we want to do business with you. STM Asia Pacific Construction wants to integrate you into these projects, and it's not all about big boys and big toys. No, it's also about getting the white collar services finance professionals into these projects. So it was great to meet this lady today. A very well-spoken lady, a very articulate lady, and a keen business mind. You can see in the glint of her eye that she has an eye for projects that add value to not just our community, but also for returns for her shareholders in these uncertain financial times around the globe, particularly with Britain exiting Europe. And boy, who saw that coming? And Uncle Malcolm Turnbull, well, I think a couple of people saw that coming. They were just too afraid to say it. Now, we're filming outside the South Parade entrance to the eastern end of the worksite, and you can see now these chaps have got a full day today, 2 full days on a weekend, plus overnight of course, because these guys work 24/7. It's running up to about 8:40 on Friday 8th of July, and those chaps will be making sure that the Blackburn Road and the level crossing is reinstalled. It's their job now with those struts in place, and well done to you, good men of the earth. It's their job now to restore the Blackburn Road level crossing, and it won't be permanently, it'll just be temporarily until the end of the year, and these chaps will all be digging up this intersection again, pulling up the tracks, and Blackburn, the Blackburn level crossing and its boom gates will be after December, will be and January will be just a pleasant memory, Frenchie. And for the benefit of our, hopefully it'll be a new funding partner who sees the value of the skills and the expertise that STM Asia Pacific Construction and indeed the Melbourne construction industry, and particularly the public transport infrastructure industry, can bring and provide great returns for your for your fund. You can see that the men of the earth are getting on with the job. They're cracking into it. You can see the good lady of the earth there, who we've seen at the Cottage Street site, just overseeing that work area. Can you hear me there, Frenchy Cat? Can you pick me up there, Frenchy Cat? I'm not altogether confident you can. Thank you, Frenchy. Our view is slightly obscured, but what you can see there. I did, for the first time that I've been down at this work site, I did manage to catch up with Lewis, and a very strange conversation took place where Lewis did tell me that he said that he was he gave me the quiet word that he had received a phone call from Handley this morning, from Handley telling Lewis to advise me that maybe it was conducted tour around the worksite today. In fact, it's best that I take a day off. Well, I can tell you, at Project Waterman, we don't take days off. There is plenty to do. We've got plenty of tasks. There is plenty of investors interested in the project, and there is no one more capable than old Waterman to host these tours. Now, I'll be going back to Lewis. I was about to head back to Waterman Central and suit up with the high-vis gear, the overalls, and I won't be doing that because basically the strong feeling I got, the subtext of the content of the discussion I had with Lewis, is that I'm not welcome on the worksite today. Now, why that is, I don't know. This ends our tour for today. We hope you've enjoyed this insight into the state government's preparation, that your investment money is being spent. And if you need any more questions, my name's Waterman. You can contact me via the Department of Transport or SDM Asia Pacific's Construction. Also just received a phone call from STM Asia Pacific Construction's new HR manager. She's specialises in corporate HR, executive recruitment, and a person that we've been headhunting and scouting the globe for, and thank God she's a local resident in Melbourne. And I've also just spoken to her, and she raised the very odd topic of us catching up on a professional basis at the offices of STM Asia Pacific Construction, that she wants to talk to me about some personal issues that I've got. Now, I can tell you that besides declaring my conflict of interest with some of the issues going on at this site, I can tell you, Bellamy, that there's no need for us to talk about my personal issues. I don't have any personal issues. I do have some conflicts of interest, but as far as personal issues goes, there are none, and that's the end of the story. And as far as Darcy goes, I'm still looking out for you, Darcy. We'll next time we cross paths in the office, we'll be having some very close words and a robust discussion about your particular involvement in these topics. And if you've tipped off Handley with your innuendo and your like for rich veins of gossip, well, mate, we've got some strong disagreements in what is ethical, what is professional, and what is the right thing to do in a firm such as STM Asia Pacific Construction. I enjoy working there. It's like a big family. Sometimes families are dysfunctional, but people should always communicate, and people should talk directly to me if they have any issues. Now, I appreciate Bellamy reaching out to me and offering this. I would rather talk to Handley. He's the person I deal with. He's the person who signs off on my consultancy invoices, and I think what we'll be doing for the rest of the day is we'll be staying in our corporate gear in case GM shows up or in case the media shows up, because I can tell you that I'll be escalating this topic about workplace safety for the residents of Blackburn and the young residents who use the Moreton Park precinct, because I'm very concerned about what's going to be happening this weekend at the Auskit clinics.
What you'll see behind this door is some ongoing work, preparatory work, where each Media-Callumny station, the works have already started. It's loud, it's dangerous for their hearing.
You might think I'm showing you just pictures of trains. I've got an obsession with trains, but no, what you're seeing is evidence of the contribution we make to the Melbourne transport infrastructure, and here's the people that benefit from it. Basically, we're surrounded by them. on-site access today is not possible.
We apologise for any